Today we are going to look at the reciprocals of the trig ratios. What is a ratio? Initially we had three: sine theta, cos theta, and tan theta. And what is a trig ratio? Trigonometry is the relationship between sides and angles. So now if I look at a reciprocal, we know that we did reciprocals in primary school when we did multiplication. When we did division, and we changed to multiplication by multiplying with the reciprocal. Reciprocal of 2 over 3 is 3 over 2. The reciprocal of 6 over 1 is 1 over 6. So now we have the reciprocals of sine, cos, and tan theta. The reciprocal of sine theta is cosec. So cosec theta is 1 over sine. And if sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse, the inverse of that will be hypotenuse over opposite. The reciprocal of the cos theta is sec. So if sec theta will be 1 over cos, and if cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, sec will be the hypotenuse over the adjacent. The reciprocal of tan is called cot. Cot is 1 over tan. Tan is opposite over adjacent, so cot will be adjacent over opposite. So here again, just let's recap. The reciprocal of sine theta is cosec theta, of cos theta, sec theta, and of tan theta, cot theta. If sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse, cosec is hypotenuse over opposite. I suggest you copy this in your book, and you will have to memorize it. Now let's see how we are going to apply it. Exactly the same, but we are just going to work with reciprocals. If they talk about angle N, so if this is angle N, and this is opposite angle N, this is adjacent to angle M, and this is the hypotenuse. So what is sine? Sine is opposite over hypotenuse, so cosec will be hypotenuse over opposite, which is k over n. If cos of n is cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. So if cos of n is m over h, then sec of it will be, if it's m over k, then the inverse reciprocal will be k over m. If tan of n is equal to, tan is what? Opposite over adjacent. If tan is n over m, then the reciprocal of that, which is cot, will be m over n. So they are still going to ask you, using your triangles, give the sides, but you are going to, now they can ask you the reciprocals as well. They can also use your special angles without the use of a calculator. Cosec 45 will be the inverse of sine of 45. And if the inverse of sine of 45 is 1 over the square root of 2, let's just have a look here. Remember your special angles, it was 45, 30, and 60. So if sine of theta, if this is theta, if sine of theta is opposite over hypotenuse, what is the reciprocal going to be? The reciprocal of sine is cosec. So what is cosec theta going to be? The inverse of 1 over root 2, which is root 2 over 1, which is root 2. If cos theta was adjacent over hypotenuse, the inverse of cos is sec theta, and that's also going to be square root of 2 over 1. So what is, if tan theta, or tan of tan of 45. In this case, we are working with a special angle of 45. So tan of 45 is opposite over adjacent. In this case, we are working with 45. So if tan of 45 is 1 over 1, which is 1, then the reciprocal, which is cot of 45, is also going to be 1. Example 16, page 83, they will say find the following without the use of a calculator. So sec of 30 will be the same as 1 over cos of 30 times tan of 60. And cos of 30 is square root of 3 over 2. So it will be 2 over square root of 3. And tan of 60 is the root of 3 over 1. So the answer will be 2. Let's look at this one. Sec of 36 degrees. We have to round off to 2 decimal places. So sec of 36 will be 1 over cos of 36. And cot of 63 will be 1 over tan of 63. And then you are going to type this into your calculator just as is, and you will see the answer is 2,36. So you have to indicate that sec is the inverse of cos, and cot is the reciprocal of tan. So that you have to show that, and then you put it into your calculator and you work the answer out. If I do B, I must know the reciprocal of cot is tan, and then you put that on your calculator, and now you are going to work it out, and it is 2,05. The last one that I want to show you is how to get the angle. Remember, if you want the size of an angle, I must go shift and then the inverse sign. So sec theta is 1,5. So this is the same as 1,5 over 1. And you are not going to find sec on your calculator, so you will have to get the reciprocal of sec. And this reciprocal of sec is cos. But if I get the reciprocal this side, I need to get the reciprocal that side because it is an equation. So the reciprocal of 1,5 over 1 is the same as 1 over 1,5. Then you go to your calculator and you say, because I get the size of an angle, theta is, to get the size, it's shift and cos, and it's 1 over 1,5, and that would be your answer. You are going to try exercise 9 on your own now.